Okay, we are waiting for the rain. Some parts of our viewing area already having some showers in our area, and Mike says we should be concerned about large hail later this afternoon. He's going to break it all down for us in just a bit.
Live from KSAT 12, Good Morning San Antonio starts right now.
Good morning, 6 a.m. on your Friday, March 15th.
Good morning. Thank you so much for waking up with us. Some of you guys are waking up to some showers across our area. I didn't have any this morning, just maybe a little bit on our windshield when driving in.
Same. Absolutely. Things could change throughout the day. Mike is talking strong to severe storms, but Mike, we are now in that spring severe weather season.
Yeah, and especially later on this afternoon, because we do have a front moving on through here. It's going to be kind of the focal point later on this afternoon. There are actually a couple of severe storms way out to the northwest. First of all, out there at the airport, as you can see, we do also have some reduced visibility, a little bit of fog, but way out northwest of our area near Ozona, those are all sliding up to the northeast, and this is no big surprise as far as this morning and that being further up there to the north. But here in town, everything should be staying below severe levels. Now, you may get a little bit of some very, very small hail and some gusty winds with some of these thunderstorm cells. But as you can see, a lot of these, this even loops back over an hour. Notice how we had lightning strikes down here to the south. Then they sort of just kind of weaken, sort of die down a little bit. And a couple more have started to pop up there around San Marcos, up in toward Austin, and a few lightning strikes there, and that's pretty much it. And we've had a few light showers move through the area. So this is, and again, not everybody's seeing rain right now, and that's going to be the situation this afternoon as well. And things will then start to taper off later this morning and through early afternoon, then refire later on today. And that's when we really have to be on the lookout. Visibility right now, 2 miles Bernie, same thing, Castroville, 3 at Port SA, and 4 at the airport right now, and we will continue to deal with this fog for the next couple of hours. And most everybody has some fog this morning with all this humidity that's been building back on in here. If you are now just tuning in, one thing that has changed since yesterday is the Storm Prediction Center and the threat for severe weather. This yellow shade, the brighter yellow shade, now the entire area is under that small risk, but going up to the scattered variety, 2 on a scale of 1 to 5, that was just covering San Antonio and the northeastern third of our area. Now that has been expanded to cover basically all of our area, so that enhanced threat or that greater threat, I should say, for some severe storms. And as Sarah was mentioning, large hail is going to be the biggest risk later on today, and then next to that is going to be high wind. But if you can definitely park your vehicle inside late this afternoon going into tonight, that would definitely be an ounce of prevention. So temperatures are in the 70s right now. There may be a couple of breaks in the clouds late this morning. Yeah, I'm not banking on a lot of it. And then later on this afternoon, storms are going to be refiring. We will hit a high temperature today up to 79. Front moves on through here. Like I said, that's the focal point for some of those stronger storms today. And then that's going to cool us down for the weekend. But still more rain over the weekend. And actually, rain chances are looking better for the weekend as well, and going into next week. All those details in just a couple of minutes. Traffic Authority. I know it's still spring break out there. Some traffic. Any problems, though?
Yeah, Mike, things looking pretty good if you need to head out right now, despite the fact that we have seen some slick roads out there, some wet roads in our area. 281 Loop 410, you see traffic moving pretty well there. Let's take another look here at San Pedro Creek there. I-35, 37 downtown area. Traffic looking pretty good in both directions there as well. This just popped up on our maps right now. I-10 eastbound and Loop 410, so it'll be affecting all of our traffic coming in from the Callahan Road area, but again, not causing any major delay. So if you're still in this area, you could still get around this part of this stalled vehicle that's being reported. Take a look here at our citywide map, and we had cleared out. We saw some debris there, 35 at Southwest Military. That has been cleared out, so that's good news. A little bit worried about some of the early reports about that, but again, everything else is moving along pretty smooth throughout the area. Now, overnight, a few hours ago, we did have a crash on 281 northbound at Nakoma, so that has been cleared out. So what you're looking at is some video that we got into the station overnight. So we were told by TransGuide that this involved at least a couple of vehicles, and at least one of those vehicles rolled over. So again, this happened around 2:46 this morning, 281 northbound at Nakoma. We had a vehicle that was pinned and obviously rolled over there. There were several emergency crews on the scene, at least one person taken to the hospital as a precaution, but TransGuide said that this cleared out just just before 4 o'clock this morning on the north side, 281. So that's good news. It looks like everyone there was okay, but still a very scary situation out there. As we give you one more look here at our maps, and you see a lot of green on our screen, so traffic moving along pretty well. Mark and Sarah, back to you guys.
RJ, thank you. The Schertz Police Department needs your help in locating a 17-year-old who has not been seen since February 23rd. Julian Flores was last seen leaving his home last month on the 23rd around 7 p.m. He was wearing a black hoodie, gray sweatpants, and green tennis shoes. He also has brown hair and hazel eyes. Anyone with information on where he is asked to call the Schertz Police Department. That number on the bottom of your screen right there, 210-619-1200.
This morning, a San Antonio woman says she went from online seller to scam victim after she agreed to get paid through a mobile payment app.
But she tells Patty Santos she never got that money. And as Patty learned, police say this is a growing problem.
And so you thought you've trusted this website before?
Many a time, and I've never had any issues.
But Patricia Doria Moreno says this time selling flower pots for $50 online became a costly ordeal.
Nobody wants to get scammed. It's a bad feeling. Yeah. It's a terrible feeling.
Patricia originally asked for cash, but wanted to be neighborly. Seeing no red flags, she says the sale moved from a neighborhood app to email regarding a mobile payment.
I saw where he sent the money, but I didn't get the money in Cash App. He stopped it from coming through to my account.
She showed us the email, a letter with no misspellings and a popular logo. But when she got a second email asking for more money, she knew something was wrong.
Do you think you'll be using those mobile pay apps?
No, I won't use them again.
It is a common type of case that we see where we have a victim that was scammed out of some money.
San Antonio police are investigating Patricia's situation, but say mobile payment app scams are a growing problem. SAPD suggests online sellers protect their identity, credit card information, and social security number. Use SAPD safe zones for face-to-face exchanges. And one more thing.
If people start asking for more money, they start asking for gift cards, things like that. That should definitely raise concerns.
The Better Business Bureau echoes the warning.
We've seen a lot of money lost, thousands lost every year due to peer-to-peer payments.
Jason Mesa with the BBB says business transactions should be done with credit cards or by invoice. He adds most mobile payment apps have zero liability policies if you're the victim of a scam.
And peer-to-peer should be exactly that, friends and family only.
Patty Santos, KSAT 12 News.
Now let's go to West Texas. Take a look at this. Over the weekend, the owner of a pizza shop in San Angelo lighting up his oven when it exploded right here. It was all caught on camera. You can see the moment the pizza oven burst into flames. Right now, the cause of the fire is believed to be a gas bubble, something that can't be seen or heard. The owner suffered only minor injuries. He says this could have been a lot worse.
The movie Forrest Gump turns 30 this year. Wow, and the man who played Lieutenant Dan was in Military City, USA yesterday. This is really cool, along with his band. So actor Gary Sinise says Sinise is part of a plan to give back to those who have served our country, and he does it all the time. The visit was part of a fundraiser that was filled with music and fun. Gary Sinise Foundation supports those who protect us, and Sinise and Lieutenant Dan's band have performed more than 560 concerts to give thanks and to bring joy to active military, veterans, Gold Star families, wounded service members, and first responders.
We're going to have some fun together today. Hello, Brooke Army Medical Center.
They performed at BAMC during the Invincible Spirit Festival. It was free, with free food and free entertainment.
And I feel it's important because the work that's being done here is critically important. And we can't take it for granted what this hospital staff goes through, what the patients and their families go through at these hospitals.
Love that he was here. He says veterans in his family and his role as Lieutenant Dan inspired him to give back to those who serve. If you would like to help his cause, we have all that information right now on KSAT.com.
Some actors talk the talk. Gary Sinise walks the walk. Great guy.
Amazing. Also happening today, the Tejano Music Awards Fanfare kicks off. Day 2 at Hemisphere in downtown San Antonio. The festival is known for being one of the biggest weekends in Tejano music. It's happening now through Sunday, and there will be live music from more than 150 Tejano and Conjunto artists across 4 stages.
This is the first time it's being held at Hemisphere. The family-friendly event is free and open to the public. Lawn chairs are allowed. Festival opens at noon and ends 11:30 each night. We have all the info over at KSAT.com.
609 and 70 degrees.
Still to come, the San Antonio Spurs hitting the road for a home game. A preview of tonight's matchup up in Austin.
Okay, it's going to be a rainy weekend. We can see some wet roads out there already. This is kind of just the appetizer before the big meal when all those big storms come in later today with some large hail potential. Mike will explain all that when we come back.
6:13, our San Antonio Spurs open up a 2-game stint up I-35 in Austin tonight, beginning with the defending champion Denver Nuggets. Nuggets are on top of the Western Conference standings. Spurs don't have anything to play for as far as the playoffs go, but the young unit is plenty motivated to finish out the last 16 games of the season strong, and a change of scenery could help with that. So for those keeping score at home, Nikola Jokic had a near triple-double in Denver's win over the Spurs back in November. It'll be a 7:30 tip tonight up at Moody Center in Austin. Go Spurs, go.
Go Spurs, go. 6:14 and 70 degrees. We're going to check in with RJ.
All right, guys. Yeah, so we have kind of our big delay that we're seeing right now there, 281 southbound at Hildebrand. Kind of the first thing that we're seeing here, causing some traffic backups in our area. As you take a look, southbound lanes 281. I was looking at the Hero truck. They kind of made their way up to the stalled vehicle there. You do see traffic in through, but there is at least one main lane blocked in this area. As we take a look at our maps again, 281 southbound there at Hildebrand Avenue. This is going to be affecting our traffic coming in from Almost Park area, and this is actually causing a little bit of delays all the way up to Almost Drive. So around the UIW area, if you have to head out right now, not only are you going to encounter probably some slick roads out there, but also this stalled vehicle 281. I also have a stalled vehicle on the northwest side taking place here, I-10 eastbound at Loop 410. All of our traffic coming in from the Callahan Road area. So inbound traffic right now, I-10 east at 410, causing some delays in this area right there. Look like traffic is starting to back up a little bit to Callahan Road. The rest of the city, everything else is looking pretty good for the most part right now. Not seeing too many other delays, but again, 281 southbound, that's something that we will continue to monitor as we make our way through the morning. As we take one more look here, get you on the rotating shot, give you a few more looks here. You take a look at that I-10 at Frio camera, downtown area, and see if we get one more. US 90 at Leon Creek, traffic moving pretty good in that direction. Guys.
Thank you, RJ. The state getting emergency response crews ready across the state ahead of the severe weather threat. Right now, the Texas Department of Emergency Management has these resources on standby. Texas Parks and Wildlife Department for boat rescue squads. TxDOT to help with any traffic issues or road closures. Department of State Health for any emergency medical services needed. And the Department of Public Safety in case any helicopter rescues are needed.
And just in case you find yourself caught in a hailstorm, here's some advice from the U.S. Agricultural Department on staying safe. Seek shelter immediately if you're outdoors and find something to protect your body. Stay out of places that quickly fill up with water. We have a lot of creeks around our area. And if you're on the roads, stop driving. Pull over on the shoulder and make sure you're away from trees. And don't leave your vehicle. Stay in your car until the hail stops. It will give you reasonable protection.
So when could we see storms like we're talking about?
Later on this afternoon.
Okay.
Now, as I mentioned in the last half hour, up to the north and northwest, north of our area, there's a severe storm up there right now. But when we start to see that big hail threat, and that's the big threat later on, is going to be later on this afternoon, as that front sort of lies in the area, and that's going to be the focal point. But once again, here's the outlook for the severe threats today. Large hail. 1/2 inch, 1.5 2 inch diameter hail is going to be possible the way the atmosphere is set up around here. And then, of course, high winds. Now, flooding, just when there's going to be some heavy downpours associated with some of this. But given the fact that we're going to have a few days of rain, the ground gets saturated and you get another hefty downpour, and that could cause some low-lying flooding. Yeah, a small tornado is possible, not very likely. And as I say that, first of all, look out there by the airport, and you can see it is definitely wet out there. And speaking of tornado, there is a tornado warning out here way northwest of our area right now. Now, these are not supercell type tornadoes. You just get these little spin-ups, something indicated on radar, but enough obviously to prompt any sort of a warning. We're not looking at anything severe in our area this morning, just some of this nice rain around here, a couple of thunderstorm cells, but notice how they begin to sort of weaken a little bit. And then we've got a few more down here to the south, moving off to the northeast. Not anything really to say write home about, if you will. And then further off to the west, the rain is starting to taper off. So this is where it's going to continue to sort of move on out of the area, and then we'll have that break, and then it's going to pick back up. Now, as far as the severe threat, it does cover basically severe threat covers all of our area, but the level 2, the scattered variety, kind of bump it up a level, that was expanded in the overnight hours with the latest update from the Storm Prediction Center, and that means a better chance to see some of those strong to potentially severe storms. Still a small risk for severe weather tomorrow, as well as on Sunday down to the southeast, again with high winds and hail. So the computer model doing a great job handling this. There's that severe storm out there to the northwest, and then just the scattered variety of rain continuing to sort of taper off around here through late morning, early afternoon. Then we get into mid-afternoon, and that's when more of these cells start popping around here, and those are the ones that we're going to have to really be on the lookout for late afternoon going into tonight, potentially severe storms. We will get another round of rain moving in here in the overnight hours, and throughout the day we'll have some more scattered storms. This one wants to lean primarily down to the southeast with that tomorrow. Then we get a whole nother wave of rain coming in here by Sunday. So that's why it's going to continue to add up. And this is also another graphic that's been changed a lot from what it was yesterday. It had looked like it was going to be inch, maybe 2 inches of rain, sort of widespread around our area. Most of the heavy was going to be well off to the northeast. But now look at this big swath all the way from the Rio Grande up to the northeast with 2-3 inches of rain potential that's added up over the course of the next 6 days going in through Wednesday. So that's why, if you get an inch, 2 inches of rain, ground gets saturated, get another heavy downpour on top of that, could have some minor flooding around the area. Again, this is what we can thank that low out there to the west of us. That thing is not moving for basically the next week. And so that's why it's going to continue to throw energy our direction. We've got a ton of moisture to work with, and so that's why we're getting some of these showers, thunderstorms around here, potential strong storms to severe storms later on today. The front moves on through. We'll only be in the mid to upper 60s over the weekend, and looks like it's going to be kind of a wet St. Patrick's Day, and then a little bit cooler air comes on in here. So ironically, spring begins late Tuesday evening. We're going to be at 60 on Tuesday, and then 64 for the first full day of spring on Wednesday with a few more showers. Then we'll clear out and looks like a heat back up by the end of next week.
Why don't we just make today the honorary first day of spring? How about that? Fits better with temperatures and the storms
showers and all that stuff. So we can. But
okay.
Officially begins Tuesday.
Thank you, Mike.
620, 70 degrees.
Just ahead, authorities in Florida, they're preparing for what is traditionally the rowdiest weekend of spring break. That's next in your GMA First Look.
With wet AMD, I worry I'm not only losing my sight, but my time to enjoy it. But now, I can open up my world with Vabysmo. Vabysmo is the first FDA-approved treatment for people with wet AMD that improves vision and delivers a chance for up to 4 months between treatments, so I can do more of what I love. Vabysmo works differently. It's the only treatment designed to block 2 causes of wet AMD.
Vabysmo is an eye injection. Don't take it if you have an infection, active eye swelling, or are allergic to it. Treatments like Vabysmo can cause an eye infection or retinal detachment. Vabysmo may cause a temporary increase in eye pressure after receiving the injection. There is an uncommon risk of heart attack or stroke associated with blood clots. Severe swelling of blood vessels in the eye can occur. Most common eye side effects were cataract and broken blood vessels.
Open up your world with Vabysmo.
A chance for up to 4 months between treatments with Vabysmo. Ask your doctor.
In this morning's GMA First Look, Florida officials bracing for spring break chaos.
This weekend is really, yes, it's historically been our toughest weekend.
After years of spring breakers wreaking havoc on this small island, officials are looking to curb the chaos with arguably the toughest restrictions yet, including DUI checkpoints, $100 parking, bag checks, $500 towing fees, and now all parking garages will be closed to visitors. More than a dozen drones will be patrolling overhead, 140 plus state troopers, and even the Coast Guard deploying to help local police.
We need to talk.
It all started with a now viral ad with more than 200 million views and counting.
Until then,
we're breaking up with you. Leaders say the crackdown is working, and we'll have the very latest live from Florida coming up at 7 a.m. With your GMA First Look, I'm Rhiannon Alley, ABC News, New York.
In your consumer headlines, more protection for your privacy while browsing online. Google now adding real-time safeguards to hide the sites you visit in default and safe browsing modes. Until now, lists of potentially unsafe sites were only updated every 30 to 60 minutes.
Reddit just rolled out a new format for ads, which looks a lot like the posts made by its users. The free-form ads are designed to help advertisers launch products and maximize engagement. They'll be labeled with the word promoted so users can tell them apart from just regular posts.
Apple TV has a big gift for soccer fans. You can watch all 14 Major League Soccer games this weekend for free. No season pass subscription needed. Those matches include Lionel Messi's Inter Miami against DC United, although Messi might not play due to injury.
Football.
The true football.
There you go. 626 and 70 degrees.
Checking TransGuide right now. Flashing lights. We're expecting problems this morning with the roads wet and the chance of storms increasing as we even go into the evening commute. But let's focus on this morning. RJ will have an update coming up. If you're watching right now, some of you are waking up to showers and even a few Friday morning thunderstorms right now, kind of wet out at San Antonio International Airport and also there on Loop 410.
Good morning. It's Friday, March 15th at 6:30 this morning. Thank you so much for waking up with us.
Mike has our Friday and our weekend forecast. It includes most definitively some spring showers and thunderstorms.
Yes, and as you mentioned, we've had a few showers around the area right now. They are starting to taper off in some of our western counties, sort of as expected. And then you look off, well, first of all, out there at the airport, yeah, it is wet. It's damp all over. We've had a lot of mist and drizzle overnight and those few showers, as well as some fog out there. And temperature right now, we're once again at the basically normal high temperature. We set a record yesterday, by the way. We stayed at 71 for the low. That's the warmest low temperature. The record was 69. And today, if we stay at 72 degrees, that would set a record as well. And look at that dew point. You can't drop down any further than that. So we may be on course to set another warm, low temperature record this morning. But yeah, just it's summer-like humidity out there. Here's the few showers and thunderstorms. We've got a couple of lightning strikes down there in southeastern Atascosa County and further on off to the northeast, heading up in toward Austin and just to the north of LaGrange. But and a couple of decent downpours here and there, but nothing too awfully strong. Like I said, things are starting to taper off. Notice way out there to the northwest, that is a severe thunderstorm out there, as well as a tornado warning way northwest of our area. And that's not the surprise. It's what it had looked like that anything severe this morning was going to be further up there to the north. However, later on this afternoon, that's when things are going to get really going around here. Bernie has dropped down a little bit visibility-wise, 1.75 miles. As you can see, enough fog around the area and actually around all of the southern portion of the state. Some fog this morning. Severe threat later on this afternoon. Large hail. 1.5 to 2 inch diameter hail can be expected with some of these thunderstorms that do pop up, as well as strong winds. Now, any sort of flooding today, more than likely not, but as time goes on, just because we do have more heavy rain in the forecast for the next few days, could get some saturated ground. And, you know, just like is evident this morning way up there to the northwest, a little spin up, small tornado can't be completely ruled out. Shower storms tapering mid-morning into early afternoon. Then they're going to start to fire up again, maybe severe, and will be in the upper 70s today. Obviously, temperatures aren't going to move all that much since we're starting off in the low 70s. And then we get the front moving on through here, which not only is going to be the focal point for the potential severe weather later on today, but then it's going to pull down some cooler temperatures. So we're in the mid 60s. Again, some heavy rain is possible tomorrow, a smaller chance for something severe. And that's going to be the situation on Sunday as well. We'll still have some scattered rain to start off first half of next week and cooler temperatures. Ironically, the first day of spring is going to be the coolest day in the forecast. Details in just a couple of minutes. Traffic Authority, wet roads causing problems?
Yeah, Mike, so we're seeing a little bit of problems here, 281 southbound at Hildebrand Avenue, and we've seen this over the past 15, 20 minutes or so. It looks like we have a couple of emergency vehicles out here at the scene. We saw a hero truck a little bit earlier for a breakdown vehicle here on 281 southbound at Hildebrand. So let's take a look at our maps, exactly how this is affecting traffic. And again, this stalled vehicle being reported right here. Traffic now starting to back up all the way up to Olmos Park, a little bit past Divine Road and Olmos Drive. So you're coming into the UIW area. Keep that one in mind. You're probably going to run into some of that traffic. We also have a stalled vehicle still being reported I-10 eastbound at Loop 410. Now, fortunately, not causing any major delays in this area. And it looks like this one might be clearing out here pretty soon. So want to also let you know about some construction that is expected to take place tonight. Of course, this is all weather permitting, so this can change throughout later parts of the day. But right now, as of right now, TxDOT is planning to shut down the main lanes of 1604 eastbound all the way from the Bitters exit ramp to Blanco. So you're going to have to exit Bitters and get back when you get past Blanco Road if you're headed out to 281 from the I-10 area. But again, this is all weather permitting. So the biggest thing that we're seeing right now, 281 southbound at Hildebrand, looks like they are getting crews out there. Hopefully clear this out here in just a bit. Mark and Sarah, back to you guys.
Thank you, RJ. New this morning, a man now in custody charged in a fiery crash that left a woman dead near San Antonio International Airport earlier this month. Here's a look at who's now facing charges. This is 30-year-old Dominic Rodriguez right there. He's accused of causing a deadly crash back on March 1st on the north side. Here's a look at that crash that claimed the life of 76-year-old Eden Newval. Police say Newval was driving on the 281 flyover at Loop 410 when the driver of the SUV hit her from behind, causing her car to roll over. The driver of the SUV got out, but officers say that person took off and did not help Newval. The SUV then burst into flames. Rodriguez is now charged with collision involving death. This morning, there are so many questions about what happened to this young woman. Take a look at your screen. This is 17-year-old Caitlin Hernandez. She was supposed to walk graduation stage in May, but she never returned from a walk with a friend Tuesday in her northeast side neighborhood.
San Antonio police say Caitlin was strangled to death. Her body was left in a drainage ditch on Del Oak Drive near Kruger Middle School on the city's northeast side. That's a mile away from where she lived. The tragic discovery was made late Tuesday night, and since then, her family has been asking for help to find those answers.
She wanted to become a veterinarian, and y'all took her from us too soon, 17 years old, and now her little sisters, they no longer have time with her. I'm begging you, please, please, somebody speak up. Somebody knows something.
Right now, a reward is being offered for information on her death. If you know anything, call Crime Stoppers at the number on your screen, 210-224-STOP. Caitlin's family is planning a vigil for her tonight. We've got the details on KSAT.com.
Well, day 4 in the trial of Jose Ruiz is expected to continue today. He's accused of killing his girlfriend's daughter, and day 3 featured brutal testimony. A warning now, some of the details are difficult to listen to 2 years after this girl on your screen, 5-year-old Mercedes Lozoya, died. We're hearing from one of the suspects, her own mother. In court, Katrina Mendoza laid out the abuse she says she and her ex-boyfriend, Jose Ruiz, inflicted on her 5-year-old daughter.
He would spank them, he would pull Mercedes' hair and cover her mouth and nose. Use thumbtacks on her feet.
Mendoza told jurors some of the pictures shown in court were taken by Ruiz on his cell phone, graphic photos that showed Mercedes with bruises. While jurors and those in the gallery could be heard crying, neither Mercedes' mother or her ex-boyfriend appeared to show any emotion. The mother accepted a plea deal in exchange for her testimony. She now faces up to 45 years in prison. The trial of Jose Ruiz picks up again this morning, and a hard emotional day is expected as the medical examiner is set to take the stand. Our crews, they will be there and live streaming the trial on KSAT.com, KSAT Plus, and the KSAT YouTube page.
We have an update to the Amber Alert from yesterday out of El Paso. The El Paso Times is reporting that 2-year-old Kenji Montoya was found safely last night around 10 p.m. His father and kidnapping suspect Miguel Montoya was also captured. Back here at home, Dr. William Henrich was a huge influence in the San Antonio national medical community. Longtime president of UT Health San Antonio died yesterday at the age of 77.
In February, Dr. Henrich told students and staff he would receive treatment for a rare form of blood cancer. He'd been president of UT Health San Antonio since 2009.
He may be gone, but those who knew him say the legacy he leaves behind will never be forgotten.
Just devastation. I don't think I've fully realized that that's happened yet. He was a personal friend and professional mentor for me. I've known him for 15, maybe longer years, since I was a medical student. And he is just loved by so many that I don't think that his spirit will leave our campus.
Dr. Henrich also served as a special trustee on the Texas Biomed Board of Trustees. Its president, Dr. Larry Schlesinger, made a comment saying in part, quote, "We have lost a giant in our community and on the national stage. Bill has been a driving force in the elevation in stature of our city's premier medical school. His leadership literally made lives better," end quote. Memorial services for Dr. Henrich are expected to be announced soon.
Right now on our website, today and tomorrow, the City of San Antonio is hosting a Girls Empowerment Summit. The goal is to offer personal growth opportunities for local teens, and the theme is Girls Can STEM. Middle and high school age girls can learn about all kinds of career roles. We have more information on the KSAT Kids section, including where you could find that summit. Just head to KSAT.com.
And check it out, downtown San Antonio gearing up for St. Patrick's Day. The Riverwalk will be dyed green tomorrow and Sunday for the annual tradition. Then St. Patrick's Day celebrations will continue through the weekend with a festival and not one, but 2 parades. The festival will take place at Arneson River Theater and La Villita from 1 to 6 tomorrow and Sunday. It is free and family friendly.
That Green River is going to get a lot of rain.
Yeah, no, it's going to dilute quick.
Yes.
Right now we're at 639, 72 degrees.
Just ahead, planting season. It is here. We're in its prime. And today we're talking sunflowers. What inspired me to plant sunflowers this year? That's coming up.
Outside with live cam. Looks like we're all about to get a shower and storm over the next couple of days. If not today, Mike is saying there's another chance for days to come. We'll talk to him. 6:43, welcome back. We may not see much sun over the next couple of days, but summers are bright and sunflowers can be a shining addition to your garden, according to Sarah.
Absolutely. That's why in today's New Gardening with KSAT, I'll explain why sunflowers are important and how to get started. Sunflowers can act as security guards or bouncers to your garden, distracting pests away from your other plants. They are good for wildlife, and most importantly, they can bring some major joy to your garden. I was inspired to plant sunflowers by a local woman from a memory care facility.
Sunflowers can be wild. Look at those million of seeds. Look, a plant that tall grows from this tiny seeds.
Let's take these seeds and see what they can do. I got a couple of varieties from Rainbow Gardens. I am planting border sunflowers, which can get 5 to 6 feet tall, and giant sunflowers that grow 12 to 14 feet tall. Sunflowers need full sun, so I watched where in my yard gets 8 hours of sunlight before planting. You want to till up your soil if these are going into new beds. It's important to add an organic compost. I also added an organic seed starter to give my new flower garden a boost. Plant 4 to 6 inches apart and sow ½ an inch deep for the smaller varieties and 1 inch deep for the giant sunflowers. Make sure to keep the soil moist as those seedlings get started. And that's what they look like yesterday. I took that photo last night. It was so nice to see them sprouting.
These are fast growers, right?
Yes, and I highly recommend plant them along your fence line. If your fence line gets full sun and you have an ugly fence line, like I do, it's a good fence border. Because especially the ones that grow like 10 to 12 feet tall, And then you have offensive sunflowers. It's beautiful.
Now, I may have missed it in your piece, but when will they be the typical height of full-grown sunflowers?
Probably by May.
Wow.
60 days.
Holy cow.
It's like a corn crop.
Yeah.
You know, they shoot up, and as long as you water them and, you know, make sure they have plenty of sun.
Impressive. Well, they are sunflowers, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. 6:45.
RJ, bringing any sunshine to us this morning.
You know what, Sarah? I have to say, I love how you always put things in context. The bouncers of the flower.
Hey, get out of here.
I like that. I was like, oh, there
ID,
we go.
sir?
I like that. Yeah. All right, guys. 281 southbound at Hildebrand. This is going to be our biggest trouble spot that we're seeing right now. So we've seen them put out the flares here, at least one main lane blocked here, and the left-hand shoulder is blocked because of what was reported as a stalled vehicle earlier. But it is taking them a little bit longer to clear this out. Traffic is getting through here on 281 at Hildebrand. But again, it is causing now a pretty significant delay if you are coming in from the northbound parts of 281, coming in from the Almost Park area. Past this backup is past Divine Road, and actually reaching out towards Jordan's Maltzberger here. So something that we will continue to monitor and give you more updates on. Want to let you know about a couple things now on the west side of town. We have a crash that's being reported. This is going to be off of US 90, but very important road here, Zarzamora Street at US 90. We have a crash being reported. That's by the San Antonio Fire Department reporting that. And TxDOT is reporting a stalled vehicle US 90 westbound at General McMullen. So it's been very busy on the west side, especially on 90 throughout the entirety really of spring break. But again, guys, biggest thing that we're seeing right now, 281 south at Hildebrand. This is around the UIW area. And we do have emergency crews out there. Hopefully get this cleared out as we get closer to our 7 o'clock hour.
Thank you, RJ.
Thanks, guys.
Yes.
Hi.
I think we have a happy birthday.
We have a happy birthday to talk about, first of all. So.
This guy, he produces this hour every day and sometimes even more than that. Colin, happy birthday, buddy.
Happy birthday, Colin. Colin is always in our ears. And we appreciate you, Colin. Thank you so much for all of your hard work. And we hope you have a good birthday, which is tomorrow, right?
Tomorrow.
Yeah.
That's right. We're going to wish him happy birthday one day in advance. And we wish you the best, bud.
All right. Hey, got some rain for your birthday, so that's good news. Look at the radar outside right now, and we still have some of these showers, a couple of thunderstorms in the basically eastern half of our area right now. If you're heading up I-35 in toward Austin, going to run into a few more of these cells, and then a couple more down here to the south right there in southeastern Atascosa County, and everything is sliding off to the northeast at a fairly decent clip, so it's not like it's just going to be sitting in one spot. But, of course, with the forecast that has more rain around here as the ground gets saturated, well, that's when we're going to start to see maybe some runoff and maybe some flooding over the course of the next few days. Off to the northwest, we did have a severe storm, still severe up there, and there was a tornado warning that was issued well northwest of our area, and that's sliding out away from us, but that's just an indication that we do have a pretty volatile atmosphere. Here's the satellite and radar loop, and you can see those showers developing, and yeah, now we're starting to get this bit of a dry wedge, so there's some clear skies being reported out here at Del Rio, so we may actually see a little bit of sunshine in the sort of middle portion of the day as all this kind of moves on out of here, and that's just actually going to help to make the atmosphere that much more unstable if we do get some sunshine to help to heat things up. Hail is going to be the biggest threat later on today. Large hail, 1.5 to 2 inch diameter hail is the threat, as well as high winds. Flooding, like I said, everything's going to be moving along fairly well. They'll have some decent downpours, but as we go into the next few days with more and more rain on top of saturated ground, an isolated tornado is always a very slight chance. The severe threat does cover pretty much all of the area, and this has been bumped up from the 1, which is that kind of darker shade, to a 2 on a scale of 1 to 5. This was in the overnight hours from Storm Prediction Center. Also, over the course of the next 6 days, this has also been increased as far as the rainfall totals. It had looked like we were going to see the heaviest rain just up here to the northeast, but now it is this swath from Eagle Pass and Rio Grande all the way up through San Antonio, the metropolitan area, to the northeast. So we're looking at 2, maybe 3 inches of rain when it's all said and done. That's why that will be a threat as far as flooding as we go on in time. Tomorrow, there's still a small chance for severe storms, as is the case on Sunday. So we get this kind of little bit of a break in the action. Yeah, maybe a few holes in the clouds here and there. And then we'll start to see more of these storms firing up later on this afternoon. And this is when they may be strong to severe, again, with hail being the biggest threat. Then we'll see more rain moving in here overnight. A lot of this may stay down to the south and southeast. Then more scattered showers, thunderstorms throughout the day tomorrow, and we get another big wave coming on in here on Sunday. And I keep pointing out, we can just thank that low out there to the west of us. That's the one that has moved in there. It has just put down stakes right now, and it's not going to be moving for the next 6 days. And so that's why we do have that chance of rain for the next 6 days. We'll have the front move through here later on this afternoon. That's going to be sort of the focal point for some of those stronger storms, and that's also going to knock temperatures down. Decent chances for rain. Again, not everywhere, not all the time, but cooler this weekend and a wet weekend. Then we get sort of another little push, little nudge, I should say, of some cooler air coming in here Monday, Tuesday, so only 60 on Tuesday. Spring officially begins Tuesday night. We'll be at 64 on Wednesday, and then more rain chances through Wednesday, and we'll heat back up by next week.
Good morning. It is great to be with you. Coming up here on GMA, we're following the tornadoes, 10 reported across 5 different states. And we are tracking the storm, of course, because it's not done yet. Alex Prochet is there with the damage, and I'll have that forecast. And then the race to buy TikTok, the wealthy investors that are lining up to possibly buy the video sharing app if Congress forces its Chinese owner to sell. And you might have noticed, big pants are back. We're going to show you how to pull off that style right here on GMA.
5 minutes till 7.
Big pants, sorry. That's a tease.
It is.
RJ.
Clown pants?
Pants ever go away?
Big pants.
They are back. Okay, guys, 281 southbound Hildebrand. This is kind of our biggest issue that we've seen here. It looks like we're starting to get more traffic through here as you see that flare that's kind of on the tail end of what we've seen here with this stalled vehicle. Let's show you one more shot here at the traffic here, 281 Divine. So that's good news. We are starting to get traffic moving through the southbound lanes of 281. This was causing pretty good backup there all the way to Divine over to the Almost Drive, Almost Park area. So probably going to run into a little bit of this if you are headed out the door right now. Mike?
Wet roads, it's damp out there. We do have some showers, a couple of thunderstorms. All that's continuing to work its way off to the east. Actually, a little bit of clearing off there to the west, but we still have all this moisture and this fog hanging around here. Look at visibilities are down. That's going to be a problem all morning long all around the area. And don't forget the storm threat later on today, especially large hail. And we are going to have a high today of 79. It's going to continue to rain through the weekend. Are we talking parachute pants?
Or bell bottoms?
Maybe, yeah.
You know what? I will say, I have a pair of wide leg bell bottoms, and everyone's like, oh, are those your high school jeans? I'm like, I wish I could still fit into them. But they are back.
Apparently they're back.
They are back.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness.
On that
Have a great weekend, everybody.
Hey,
Happy birthday, Colin.
Happy birthday,
Grab the
Colin.
weather app, folks.